Right off the bat, there was an enormous buzz about the clothing. What has been the best part of it for you?
The best part is always seeing somebody on the street wearing your clothes. You know, you see somebody in a restaurant wearing a dress that you made.
Have you ever been tempted to go up and say,
Oh, I have. Oh, I'm that weird person who stares at them and is like staring at them the whole night. And then they're like, why is that random girl staring at me?
do you design for yourself or your friends?
I design for two people. I design for myself, and then I also make up my aspirational girl who is young, works, has a job that she loves, is strong, is feminine, has a sense of style. She wants to be in fashion, but not too trendy.
Laura's inspirations have some serious range and tap into her lifelong passion for the arts. Everything from the 1960s mod era to the lighting installations of contemporary artist Dan Flavin to the Art Deco vibe of Miami. But the one constant in all of her collections is the influence of her international upbringing. Born in France and raised between Paris, Brazil, and New York, Laura's designs never stray too far from her roots.
Growing up in 3 different places had to have had an extraordinary influence on your sense of design and style. How did the 3 places really converge in your sense of style?
Well, I like to describe my collection as it all has a touch of French femininity, Brazilian sensuality, and American simplicity. And I think those 3 things describe every piece that I make.
Did you know you were going to be a designer when you were young?
Ever since I can remember, I loved art class and drawing. It was always my dream to go to Rhode Island School of Design, and I did. And I went there for photography originally, but my roommate was saying to me that you love fashion so much, you have this tendency to take pictures of very fashion-y things, and that's what you really love to do, and you have a talent, you know how to, you have a sense of style. You should really go into something that you love to do. And she was right.
Not only did she turn to a life in fashion, but upon graduation, Laura landed a job with one of the biggest names in the business, Ralph Lauren. And after only 2 years there, Laura decided to set out on her own to create a line of sexy swim and resort wear called James. Though the line made a splash, Laura's design ambitions led her to introduce her first ready-to-wear collection under a new name, Abaeté.
The name of your label is so unusual, Abaeté. What does it mean?
It doesn't mean anything. It's literally a name in a region in Brazil. It's my mother's maiden name, and one day she came to me and she says, I have this family name that I never use because it's really a family title. It's Viscount of Abaeté, and then she shows me this crest. And I looked at the crest, I loved it, and I loved the name, and I just thought it would be such a good name for the company.
Well, Laura's instincts proved to be right. Today, the name Abaeté is catching on like wildfire.
Where do you see the label going from here?
Well, first I'd like for it to become a lifestyle brand. I hope one day to be like Ralph Lauren, but we'll get there. It's a long way there.